Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Life Issue. My name is Blessing. I am on my morning ride, going to work, and just thinking about life in general and being black. There's some difficult talk that we as black people we don't like talking about. We always talk about diversity, discrimination. We talk about slavery. We talk about emancipation. We know about what has happened over the pandemic, when we had the George Floyd, and everything that Black Power and everything. We discussed that, we have that conversation. But there is a particular conversation that we have actually ceased to discuss, which I really want us to talk about. So this is me reflecting and thinking about, being black and we black, what we do when that power is given to us. Um, okay, so I don't know. I'm an African person, so I've seen a lot of black people in power. Now I have been in power, and I'm asking myself because I've been a manager. I have had people working for me, and I still have people working for me in my organization, in my charity, and in my news website. And over these few days, I've been asking myself a question: how do we, as black people, treat others when we are in power? Okay? We've asked for this power, we've clamored for this power, we want this power. We've said that we have been treated on what will I say? Not being treated kind by some race, and we all want to be in that class and social status. We want black people to be in all organizations. We want black people to have power and be to have decision making power. But the question I want to ask you is, when we are given that power, do we actually behave differently, or do we act the same? Or is our behavior worse than the people that we want to take the power from? Let's ask ourselves that question. I'm from Nigeria. We were colonized by the British. Now, after the emancipation, after we took our, the power from them, have we fared better? That's the question I ask myself. A question every day. There's a lot of corruption. People are being killed. There's kidnapping. So, have we fared better? Of course, nobody wants to be colonized. Nobody wants to be a slave. Nobody wants to go back to those dark age. But the question that we need to keep asking ourselves is, when the power is given to a black person, does it actually intoxicate them more? Or do they do better? I mean, I'm talking from a personal place because, I've seen things and I've seen life, and I know that for me personally, one thing I normally do in my life is I know the law and I go by the law. So, but I find out that when we as black people are given power, sometimes we forget where we are coming from. We forget who we are. You see, those emotions and those empathy, those things that you wanted for yourself, you forget to show it to others. And that is devilish and that is wickedness. So if you're a black person and you're in power, if you're anywhere in power, it could be anything, you could be um, a politician, you could be in any kind of power. The question I want to ask you is your behavior to other people, to other races, to even other black people, is it fair? Are you actually showing those things or those attitudes that you crave for, that we crave for? We want fairness, we want equality, we want to be heard. We always talk about the fact that people are maltreating us, we're not being treated equally. We talk about this, it's like a song to us. We grew up singing the Nelson Mandela song. We grew up wanting to be treated right, to be treated equally. But you that have grown up, you that have been actually maltreated, treated wrong, when you now get into that position of power, how do you treat others? Let's take this, my talk this morning, my morning right, as a reflection of our behavior, of a reflection of who we are as a personality. You see, people that work for me, and I keep saying it. You don't even know in my organization who is the boss. You don't know. I cannot, the way I talk to them, the way I listen to them, I have enough, that leadership is not, being braggadocious, wanting things done my way. It has to be my way. If it's not my way, it's not done. That's not leadership. That is having the same trait as the people that you are fighting and you are wanting to set free from. That is what's the difference. If you, as a black person, cannot actually reflect on your actions, how do you treat other people? Do you listen to people's opinions? Do you hear people's voice when people are talking? Do you actually understand? Or do you want it to be, it has to be black? If it's not black, no, it cannot be. And then, are you fair in your decision in life? I'm one of those people that I believe that nothing is flexible. Nothing can ever be flexible. And that's why I am what I am. And that's why I am who I am. And that's why people care and love me so much. And another thing is I don't really care about, what someone else thinks about me, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's my relationship with God and my relationship with my people, my personal contact. You don't have to, love everybody. But I need my character. Sorry guys for this title. I didn't remove the title. I'm going to work. So I didn't remove that title there. I forgot to remove that title. It's not about cheating husband or anything. This is me thinking about being black and the fact that, we black people, we talk about, a lot of, oh, get me to power. I want to have power. There's not enough power for black people. And you know what? Sometimes the devil we know and we know how to deal with is better than the sense that we do not know and that can be more dubious. I'm telling you. I rather deal with the devil and I know how to kabash, how to, speak in tongue and cast the devil. I know. And for me to be dealing with an angel who happens to be much more devilish and befaming me, okay? So let's reflect on being black and in power and ask ourselves, have we done better? When we are in power, there are a lot of black people that have done better. I'm not saying all of us, but majority sometimes I've come across a lot of people that once they've been put in power, they forgot what has happened or what they encountered when they were not in power. So forget that leveling or that time that they were called names and then they are trying to make someone else appear that way or trying to take someone else the same way. And you know what I normally say to myself, karma is a bitch. A bitch will always be a bitch and a karma is a bitch, okay? So there is karma. Even the politicians, that's how, in my country, the politicians, what happens is that when you are young, you be telling yourself, oh my God, I want to be a politician, I'm not going to act like the politician. But when they get there, when they become politicians, I don't know if we as black people should be having leadership education for our kids. Because I don't get it that it's actually as if the same trait is happening. Go to any African country, just go to any African country, just go to any the leaders are not treating the people well. And yet we wanted to get our freedom, but we're not doing better. The same thing is happening in offices. I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday, and she was talking about her boss, and the kind of orders and commands she's getting, and I'm like, okay. But this was the same boss that we know very well that before she got into power, she had issues. And I'm saying, can we do better? Can we actually, as black people, do better? Can we actually be more empathic, more sympathetic, and be fair? Because that is what we speak almost every time. We want to be treated fair. We want to have equality. We want to have blah, blah, blah. Please, if you want that, also treat others that way when you become a leader. This is all I have to say this morning. And this is something that, throughout this weekend I've been thinking about. I was going to do a video this weekend about it, but I didn't have time. I've been depressed. I've been down. A lot of things happening, and you know what? I'm telling myself we can do better. We can do better. We can do better. Remove the ego. You know, remove all these. You know, I don't know how to put it, and understand that when you were treated this way, you didn't like it, then treat other people better and be fair. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned one or two things from this video. Let us try treating others better as Black people. Thank you, my lovelies. I've gotten to my son's school. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.